Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Wednesday, January 16th, 2019. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Minister of Public Works in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honourable Spencer Brand, says the road rehabilitation project for the stretch of road from Cotton Ground to the Vance W. Amry International Airport will commence in the first half of 2019. Minister Brand stated that the Public Works Department is currently occupied with various projects around the island, and so the project will be undertaken by independent contractors.
We have made it clear to all of these contractors that we want to make sure that all of the heavy equipment that will be on this project will be utilized from the island of Nevis. The trucks, the excavators, the backhoes, the mini excavators, the machinery would be utilized by the local equipment operators, Mr. President. We've made that clear up front. So we do not expect that whoever the contract would be signed with, that they would be bringing any trucks to the island of Nevis. We don't expect them to be bringing any excavators to the island of Nevis. They may be bringing one or two pieces of specialty equipment, Mr. President, and that's it. And we have made that very clear up front, Mr. President. We have enough trucks and excavators and backhoes here on the island, Mr. President, to do the heavy lifting as well.
Minister Brand was speaking at the 2019 budget address at the Alexander Hamilton House in December of 2018.
I went to Four Seasons some time ago and sat down and eat a burger and sweet potato fries. Yeah? We're going to start bagging sweet potatoes to sell in the Nevis market. They might have imported those, I don't know. But we're going to supply to them and all of the local. A hotel like Hermitage, who is one of the leading players in terms of supporting the Department of Agriculture, they, I'm sure, will be happy to put our potato fries on the table of their guests, along with potato wedges, because you get white potato wedges too, but you'll get sweet potato wedges as well. This is an area that I believe we can make some inroads to make sure that persons are eating local. You know exactly what goes into it, because once it's done by the Department of Agriculture, we have a chemical testing lab right up there at Prospect. So we can always test them to make sure that our people are eating wholesome.
Minister of Agriculture in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honourable Alexis Jeffers, given his contribution to the 2019 budget presentation at the Nevis Island Assembly Chambers at Hamilton House. Minister Jeffers also said that the ministry and the department are well on their way to make the idea a reality.
We have acquired, in advance of that, Mr. President, 2 harvesters. 2 potato harvesters. One is owned by the Department of Agriculture and one by the Nevis Growers Association. So we have the implements and we have the equipment around here to harvest these when they mature.
Minister of Agriculture, the Honourable Alexis Jeffers. The Ministry of Tourism Nevis wishes to advise all bona fide taxi operators on the island of Nevis that the renewal process for all expired taxi identifications and vehicle permits is currently underway. The deadline for registration or renewal is January 31st, 2019. All operators are asked to collect the application forms and list of required documents at the Ministry of Tourism first floor Social Security Building. Please note that it is an offense for any person to operate a taxi or tour bus in a prescribed area without a valid permit issued by the Ministry of Tourism. In order to qualify, applicants must be a resident of St. Christopher and Nevis, the holder of at least a Class A driver's license for at least 3 years prior to making the application for a permit, and successfully completed the requirements of training and certification under the new 2012 ordinance. For further assistance, contact the Ministry of Tourism on 469-5521, extension 6444, or 6442. Still to come, CFBC nursing students benefit from preceptorship workshop. The details after this break.
As a fisherman, I use the marine resource wisely so I can conserve our biodiversity. So I can fish for life. It's all about balance.
I preserve biodiversity
by the way that I farm. It takes care of my family. It's all about balance.
I have enjoyed these seeds all my life. I do my best to conserve our biodiversity because I want my children and my grandchildren to enjoy them as much as I do. It's all about balance. I'm a park ranger, and my job is to properly manage our protected areas and conserve our biodiversity. It's all about balance.
Youth, let's play a part in conserving our biodiversity and maintaining our natural resources. It's all about balance.
For life, for livelihood, for the future of St. Kitts and Nevis, let's all conserve our biodiversity and use our natural resources wisely. It's all about balance.
Welcome back. The Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College CFBC nursing students have benefited from a week-long preceptorship training workshop from January 8th to 15th, conducted by the University of the West Indies School of Nursing, UWISN. The aim of the preceptorship course is to prepare clinical preceptors who are registered nurse clinicians with an opportunity to enhance practice skills in leadership, communication, teaching, evaluation, mentoring, nursing law, and ethics. The participants at the training course also gained new knowledge to promote clinical learning experience of students, nurses, as they transition into their professional responsibilities. The course had a total of 49 participants from hospital and community healthcare institutions from both St. Kitts and Nevis. The Ministries of Health on both islands supported some participants through sponsorship, while others attended the workshop for their own personal and professional development. The training course was facilitated by BSN Program Coordinator Melissa Walker, UWISN lecturer Joyet Aiken, with presentations from two participants, Dr. Wandalyn Dennis Bradshaw, Dean of Health Science Division and Adjunct Lecturer, Health Science Division at CFBC, Marshalette Smith Anthony. Participants received certificates at the end of the training session. The CFBC Health Science Division expressed its heartfelt gratitude to the University of the West Indies School of Nursing, Ministry of Health in St. Kitts and Nevis, Vice President of CFBC, Mrs. Jackie Williams, CFBC IT Department, sponsors and donors, and the course participants for their support and commitment towards quality healthcare in St. Kitts and Nevis. The Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree is offered in the Health Science Division of CFBC as a franchised program from the University of the West Indies since 2014. Former Speaker of the St. Kitts and Nevis National Assembly, Ivan Charles Buchanan, CBE, JP, has passed away at the age of 97. He was Speaker of the National Assembly for 10 years, from February 6, 1985 to 1995, under the Dr. Kennedy Simmons People's Action Movement PAM administration, and one of the earliest speakers in a post-independence St. Kitts and Nevis. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis extends condolences to his family, friends, and loved ones. Mr. Buchanan was born in Sandy Point, St. Kitts on January 28, 1921, to Joseph and Susanna Fox Buchanan. He married twice and is survived by his wife of over 4 decades, Mrs. Beatrice Buchanan, and children. He led a remarkable life of service to his country, both in the public and private sector. He received teacher training at the Education Department in St. Kitts from 1939 to 1941. He received a diploma in public health from the School of Public Health in Jamaica in 1954 and postgraduate qualification from the University of Minnesota in the United States from 1959 to 1960. As a civil servant for 27 years, he taught as a primary school teacher for a few years and later as a chief public health inspector 1949 to 1971 at the time of the MV Christina tragic disaster. He also served in the Turks and Caicos Islands for several years as a public health official. Mr. McConnell gave service to several companies, including being a business manager consultant for Trading and Development Corporation, TDC, director and vice chairman of the board of directors for the St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank, director in the Cable Television Company, and a director in National Caribbean Insurance Company. He also had membership on the board of Public Health Department and the Public Service Commission. He was also a member of the Institute of Engineering Technology and president of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association from 1985 to 1995. He was a Justice of the Peace. He received several awards for his sterling service to nation building, including War Service Medal from Her Majesty's Government in 1945, Commander of the British Empire in 1992, and Health and Community Service Award from the Government of St. Kitts and Nevis in 1983. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.
Known as Uwali, land of beautiful waters by its native inhabitants, and later nicknamed Queen of the Caribbean by British settlers, Nevis has long relied on its natural prowess and resources to create livelihoods for its people. The people of Nevis have long remained connected to the gifts nature has bestowed. As an ambassador of this majestic island, it is my duty to encourage my people to nurture, preserve, and protect what makes us unique as a people and strong as a country.